Hello friends, if you don't know about solo leveling, then find out if you don't want to do that either. Give some time and watch this video.
At the beginning of the story we are told that there are some portals which connect us to other worlds, and these are called gates.
Inside these gates there are dungeons where many dangerous monsters live.
By this time, special powers have awakened inside that person.
They go inside this tunnel and kill all these monsters. We call them hunters. I am one of these hunters. My name is 𝐂𝐨𝐩𝐲𝐫𝐢𝐠𝐡𝐭 I am an E-Rent hunter.
There are many hunters in the Hunter and Association.
They are the lowest in the group. Still, I am the weakest among them. I never thought that something like this would happen to me. In the beginning, we are shown a person whose hand has a lot of blood in it. He holds a sword and points it in front of us and we look at it. He is covered in a lot of blood.
A lot of blood has come out of his entire body and it is shown in front of him.
Very big monsters. The monster attacks him. He just can't die now. The story comes closer. We are told from the beginning, we are shown the place. In the beginning we are shown South Korea, to whom he is telling about himself.
He says, I am an A-rank hunter.
Yes, hunters are a little better than normal people. Their belt and body are a little better. Recovery is also a little faster when injured, but still I am so weak. I am ashamed to even call myself a hunter.
That's why even in normal cases, I get injured a lot. This is very risky.
I have to take risks, that too of my life. It is not that I am doing all this for fun. I have to do this for my mother because she is ill. Hospital bills and financial support which the association gives us. For this, a construction site is shown on the other side. I am coming here and here we see a very big gate. I have graduated from school, but there is nothing that I am good at, so I have no other choice. Apart from being a hunter, sometimes he is shown on other side.
He gives coffee to a hunter and says, take your coffee, by the way. Good luck for today's rate and thanks a lot.
Sometimes someone calls him from behind. Hey Park, what are you doing here?
He says, yes, my wife is pregnant, she is our second, so that's why I am here.
He says very worriedly, yes, by the way I am worried. It has been a long time since I have been rated last, I am thinking. Will this be right? Then we see. Yes, the song is back from behind. Everyone is talking nicely after seeing him.
𝐾𝐈𝐒 gets very happy after seeing him and says, Sang, how are you? Have you eaten anything? Sang gets very happy and says, yes, mister.
I have eaten.
Seeing this, the man gets very shocked and says, are you asking him everything?
Is he so powerful? Hearing this, 𝐾𝐈𝐒 says while standing, it seems you don't know about him. Yes, he joined when you left.
By the way, do you know his nickname?
The weakest hunter of all men and kinds. Yes, not the weakest, strongest.
He gets injured even in small matters.
I had also ordered a lot of coffee after hearing this in Iran's gates. What does Kim say on the weekend?
Yes, most of the weekenders don't talk much. He will not like to listen to it, but on the other hand we see Sun. He starts thinking that I have already listened too much. Then he goes to the same man and asks for a cup of coffee, but he did not have coffee.
He says, sorry Mr. Sun, everything is over.
He starts thinking a lot, can I really get a cup of coffee? He goes there very sadly. Then he hears a shouting voice from behind. Jinhoo, you have hurt yourself again, and then we see a girl. Are you really going at this rate? The name of this girl is Juhee. Then they sit together and start talking.
Were you also hospitalized?
Sang says yes and says it was only arcade engine, but I don't know why only I got injured.
Hearing this, Juhee gets shocked and says, how is this possible?
Sang says, by the way, everyone else is in the rankings, probably that's why, and they didn't even bring a healer with them.
I am fine now, and then Yutha says that now everyone is going to go inside the gate, so let us show you the other side.
He tells a man that listen, I don't know, should I say this or not, but I am thinking that I should become the leader of this party so that I can show everyone the way. After hearing that, everyone gets happy and says yes, you can become the leader, you are the strongest among us. Everyone starts voting and everyone agrees and everyone starts going inside the gate one by one. Then Kim Sang says after seeing them, hey Sang, stay behind us, we don't know when you will injure yourself. Hearing this, Sang gets a little embarrassed and says okay. While going inside the gate, Song gets very serious and says, today I will give my all, and we see him going inside. The scene shifts. On the other side, the scene outside is shown. We see the same coffee seller guy. He starts saying to Tilka, I feel bad for him.
I couldn't even give him a cup of coffee.
The other guy says he is from the boiler class and is the weakest.
By the way, yes, what type of danger is it this time?
The bowler class pauses for a while and says, yes, it is gold, it is a D rank danger. By the way, you know, since the time I have been working for the association, I have not seen him come out without getting injured even once, but the other guy says,
well, this is just a D rank danger, what can be worse? Let's shift the scene from here.
We are shown the inside scene. 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 is doing it and shouts loudly saying that if you keep doing such things, one day you will die. To which he says sorry to her, who gets more angry and says I am not saying all this to hear sorry. Then we are shown the other side. All the hunters are killing all the monsters one by one.
There is a fierce battle going on all around. 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 says at least, this battle is about to end. On the other hand, Sang Jinan looks at everyone.
Everyone is talking to each other, so it seems that this is about to end now.
Otherwise, it was very easy.
Then 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 asks Chinu, by the way, did she talk to you? Is there any guy for whom you work as hunters, who you look after? She hides the matter and says, no, it is nothing like that.
This is just my hobby, if I don't do this, maybe I will die because of the fire, but he thinks in his mind.
If I tell you the truth, I will probably feel very embarrassed.
But on the other hand, we see that on hearing this, everyone gets more angry and starts saying, yes, do whatever you want. On the other hand, we see the party leader. He holds a magic stone in his hand and says, when you defeat a beast, you get such a stone. By the way, just as C rank magic can give you something like 10 million on. Centers like Jean are far from defeating the magic beast of accident.
Then the symbols are shown. He also has a stone in his hand, but he is not happy to get this stone and is thinking in his mind.
This is a matter of great sadness. I've got only an E rank stone.
Cancer is also such a risk to put your life in danger. Then a man shouts from behind and says, hey, everyone look here, there is another entrance. Then we see a very big buffet in front of them. Their leader says yes, a double really does exist after all. Then he releases an eyeball from his hands inside that cave.
He calls everyone and says, listen everyone, it seems boss is inside that cave, and if we don't believe him then this danger won't burn. Normally we should report to the association and wait for them.
But everyone starts looking at each other. He continues and says if the other hunters come here, they will kill the boss and take our profits.
So I think we should go ahead on our own. This can be dangerous, so if there are 17 of us, let us vote first, and after the vote, once the decision is taken, you cannot say no.
Then we are shown that everyone votes, someone is ready to go, someone is not ready to go.
The one who is shown also says to measure.
But I don't want to go.
The artboard is yes and the artboard is no.
Now 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 has everything. It will be decided by his vote who will go where and who will be shown. He thinks while holding the stone in his hand more tightly. I don't have any savings. I have to take care of my mother too, who is in the hospital, and he shouts and says I am leaving. We are shown that those people are leaving very late.
It has been 40 minutes since they came, but they have not reached their destination yet.
They take everything in their hands. We have come too deep, and after killing the boss we will have only 20 minutes extra to go out. Otherwise the gate will be closed. 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 and 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 are shown. 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 says sorry to 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫, sorry you had to come because of me. 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 calms down and says, yes, by the way, if you are feeling sorry then it is okay, then how about we go and eat outside as well? Yes, seeing Gina his face turns red. 𝐂𝐸𝐲𝐲𝐫 again gets angry and says don't you want to eat with me? But Gina says it is not like that, it is not like that. Then we see that 5 have reached the gate and the gate is shown. The gate looks very big and dangerous. Then Kim says that I am finding this place very dangerous. While opening the door, his leader starts saying, I am telling everyone that if anyone has to go out then go. If anyone has to go back from here then go. If because of this I have to go alone, I will still go.
Hearing this, everyone looks at him.
Everyone starts saying to each other, he is a very experienced hunter. He is also very sharp in sharpness. His age is more than 60 years now, so we can trust him, so let's all go.
While opening the door, they see.
At that door, Song says, it has opened more easily than I had thought. With that, they burn on their own and we are shown some very big dangerous statues. Seeing this they all start saying, We have never seen such danger. We see that there was nothing around there, just some statues, and there was a lot of silence all around. On the other side, Chinu is shown and he says, "Don't you all feel that someone is watching us?"
Then we are shown a statue. He was the eldest.
Jinhu looks at him and says, "Is this really the boss?" Hearing this, the rest of them say, "It's just a statue."
Everyone is looking for it everywhere, but there is nothing there.
Then they see a circle with some people drawn on it. Then Sang hears a voice from behind.
We see that now they are all in front of a statue.
Each statue had a note in its hand, on which was written the rules of this temple.
The first rule is that you have to worship God. The second is to always say good things about God.
Then we see Juhi pulling Renu from behind and saying, "Look at that big statue."
I think its people were moving.
And he was looking at us, but Gina says maybe you have made a mistake. The third rule is that you always have to have faith in God. But then Gina starts feeling something strange. He starts thinking whether so much silence seems a bit wrong, and then Song's last comment increases.
Whoever does not accept all this will be killed. And then there is a sound of Dharam and everyone looks back. We are shown the courtiers. The door has closed.
We see a girl. She says in fear, "What should we do now?" The door has closed, and on the other side we see a man. He shouts and says, "I am tired now. We should not have come here because of all this.
I am leaving." Then he leaves them all and starts going.
And while leaving he says that whoever you find, kill that boss and keep everything for yourself, and he stands near the door. But then we see that Song gets scared and starts shouting that door should be cut off by the fishes, and then we see a slash and his head is separated from the body.
The door is completely covered with blood, and we are shown the stone statue that was standing near the door.
He has killed that man with his weapon. Seeing this, everyone is completely shocked. Everyone is completely scared and starts saying, "Did you really move that thing just now? Do we have to fight with all of them?" On the other side, he sees the three. He is very scared, and then Juhi shouts and says, "Look there." He starts thinking in his mind while listening to the gems in his eyes. If what he said was true, then he and she look back and see the statue. The money in his eyes was actually moving. He is completely scared after seeing this. So friends, with this, let's end this episode here.
For more such content, don't forget to like, share and subscribe.